as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Set, 180, zero. Line 54. I got it. Check four, check four.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll go to 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford, and he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he'll have the 1st down. As the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Lions 1st down.
Set, go 20.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54.
You must be dreaming. 50, 50. Check, pilot, 64, weak.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run. It's Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Gun. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
It's just me and you.
Ashawn Robinson there on the stop.
I'm going to hit you
Robinson
all
on the
day,
stop.
baby.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
After 7-0 on the It's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Watch time.
From the 24, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
It's coming this way. Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Stop here, D. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Switch.
Hey, kill.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
47, 46.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 54 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That good for 22 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Stafford to his tight end, James. 20! Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Omaha, ready, move.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Lady.
Stafford on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, a great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Nice play there to force incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Cowboys 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A first down throw for Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. And you think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you look into who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4. Tennessee and Jacksonville at 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed have a heck of a chance of making it to the playoffs.
Here's Gallup getting it on a jet sweep. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A first down carry by Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Now Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike. Hey.
Here's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set. Number 20. Hey, 50. Check, boys.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
32.
Now Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford, Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Throwing is Stafford. Caught by Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Johnson. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Johnson running right. And some room to maneuver. And they are able able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Johnson, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I'm coming for 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Stafford now to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Give me radar. Hey,
Stay at home. Stay at home.
21.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing here, Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Johnson. A gain of 12. 1st down, Detroit.
We go set.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, D.
Big 20.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Crunch time, defense.
Hey, Charlie.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D.
Hey, easy.
Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Stafford. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.